You look so cute when you're looking around with oh she's so cute. She's so cute.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Cutesy,
I'm gonna
cutesy,
beat you
cutesy.
up. I'm
Beat me
gonna
up.
beat you up.
Step on me. I
Step
don't
on me.
know.
Okay.
Step on me. That's how we're gonna start today.
I
What's
was.
up, everybody? You're here to watch me get stepped on by my wife today, Amadea VT. She's gonna step on me. You don't want to miss it.
Hold on, you're frozen on my screen. You'll have to redo that.
Oh no! Let's go. Hello, everybody. I am Eerie Canary. This is Amadea VT,
That's me.
and that's her.
That's
Welcome
me.
to episode 2. That's her. Welcome to episode 2 of Susume Diaries.
We made
Yippee!
it. We're 2 episodes old now. How do you feel about that?
I feel like a fetus. I feel like I'm still attached to a placenta. I have amniotic fluid all over me.
See,
Sticky.
guys, this is why Eerie is big bro, because she uses big words. You guys could never. None of you would even know what any of that means. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You guys don't get it. It's a spectrum. You don't get it.
It's a spectrum. You wouldn't understand. Being born is a spectrum.
Being born is a okay. So me and Eerie, to explain our little thingy, recently me and Eerie have been talking about sometimes with your bestie, you just talk about more serious stuff, and both of us are on a lot of spectrums, right? A lot of
to put it simply.
To put it simply, we are on a multitude of spectrums. So recently, it's just it's became a habit where we would be like, oh my god, isn't this so funny? And then the other one would go like, it is, but you wouldn't get it because it's a spectrum. It's literally a spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
And
yeah.
I was trying so hard not to make it like a thing for my everyday kind of language, right? I was trying so hard not to say it to everything, but everything I see, hear, or want to enter, I'm like, it's a spectrum. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
I've been saying it too.
I've been saying it so much. My community.
We brain rot each other. like recommending it, like auto recommending it.
Yeah, recently somebody posted a picture or something in my Discord, or on Twitter, or was it? And they were like, this food is busting, but you guys wouldn't get it because it's a spectrum. And I love it, and I love it.
Ooh, I'm sweating. That really got me. The computer recommending it got my ass.
That is beautiful. Anyways, yeah, episode 2. In comparison to last week, we're not sick as anymore. I'm not coughing up my own lungs every 5 minutes. It happens still every now and then, but for most part I can control it. You're also don't have the sniffles and the coughs anymore, so we hope today will voice wise. For German people, for German speaking people, that's a really hard word to say. Voice wise.
Oh my god. The W sound.
Yeah, I just want to go voice wise.
Voice wise. Wunderbar.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love it when you talk German. You sound so pretty.
You have a kink for me, girl. And I'm not complaining. What do you mean,
Why do you have to call me out in front of everybody?
Because we're just 2 besties. Oh my god, these people wouldn't get it.
It's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
What were we gonna talk about today? We've just been flirting. This happened last time too. We just started flirting.
I love how we say this happened last time as if that's not the thing that happens anytime you and I talk. Bro, me and Eerie, right? It's happened at this point a couple times where either one of us would be depressed as right? In the dread fucking crying our eyes out. And we're like, do you mind if we just call for a little bit and talk? And it all just ends up us being flirty towards each other.
Be like, oh, I love you. You're so pretty.
Oh my god. It's beautiful.
Oh my god.
But yes, we did have, oh my god, we did have actually kind of a good topic for today. Would you like to introduce it?
Yes. So we wanted to talk about drama with a capital D in the VTuber sphere. Not necessarily like perpetuating any specific drama. We just want to talk about like the concept of drama and why it seems like it's been worse lately and how it affects people, and like maybe talk about some ways to avoid it or like deal with it if you ever encounter drama.
Also, I'd like to, once we like get, I'd say like the bases and stats and blah 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 and everything out, kind of want to hear like your take as well, because I have like really strong opinions about people who like talk about a lot of drama or constantly post it or stuff like that, right? Like how bringing it up and how constantly like involving yourself in drama that doesn't involve you can also infect how other people react to you and stuff like that. So I do think it's a like a very big topic, and I do want to point out that first of all, we're just two bitches over here, you know? We don't have the answers for everything.
Literally two bozos. Couple of clowns.
Bozos. Literally, we don't have the answers for anything or anything like that. It's just that there has recently, and I don't know if it's just recently, right? People are saying like, oh, the VTube sphere has so much drama. The community is like so bad. It's like this and that and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh yeah, you're true, right? Since I like joined VTubing, like fully joined, right? Not just as a viewer, but as a content creator, I realize how much drama there is. But then I think about like, is there actually that much more drama than in any other community, or is it just because we're like constantly involved in it, right? And all of our like For You pages on every social media is like, you know, catered around it. Maybe it's just that we like realize it more. But then again, there are some like dramas that I feel like are happening within the VTuber sphere a lot more than what I hear from like other communities.
Yeah, and I think maybe part of it is because like, I mean, all content creators are online a lot, but I think VTuber like viewers and VTubers tend to be like a little bit more chronically online. And also like drama does get clicks. Like it gets eyes on it. So I think sometimes, you know what I mean? Like that's...
Oh, I'm 100% convinced. 100%. And I'm not joking when I say this. I 100% wholeheartedly mean this. I think 99% of VTuber drama is fabricated and made up just to like get people to click on your names and shit like that. Or tiny things dragged out to get the eyes on you.
Yes.
For whatever reason that people want that. I get it, right? A lot of the time it can get like... It gets eyes on you, right? Obviously it does. I also hear all of a sudden of this like VTuber who's been streaming for 5 years and I've never heard anything about them. All of a sudden some drama happens that involves, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I know them, right? I get it.
Yeah.
People,
and then they get like thousands of like new like followers and stuff, and they get like a viewership spike. So it is like effective. It just it depends on your like, I guess, like ethical stance, whether you're okay with that or not, or like if that's what you want to like build yourself on.
Yeah, that's what I always think, because I'm sure, I don't know how it is with you, I personally have encountered already like a lot of different types of people in the VTuber sphere, right? Like you meet somebody, you're like maybe in DMs, and sometimes some people overstep some of your boundaries. Sometimes you realize some people aren't as good as you thought they are. Sometimes you end up realizing people use a lot of AI and shit like that. But I think for me, it was always like, whenever something happens, first of all, I haven't had, how do I say this? How do I say this without sounding pick me? But I hate drama in that sense, you know what I mean? I hate people who can just sit down and talk about what is happening, right? I hate it
Same.
if you have a problem with me, or if I have an issue with you or something like that. I will come to you. I will tell you, hey, this and this is happening. Let's talk it out, and we'll see what goes on from there. Maybe we won't be friends after it. That's okay. We move on, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. Maybe we will, and that's also great. Then we solve the issue. But I think it's so stupid to like bring something so insignificant in the grand scheme of like thing, right? As like you maybe having like a disagreement with somebody into like the whole sphere, and like triggering this event or this line of events where all of a sudden some stuff gets dragged out there that didn't need to be dragged out. Some stuff gets like blown out of proportion and everything like that. It's just like, I don't know. I hate like this, I want to say almost high school clique-esque mentality that I feel like I notice a lot recently in the VTubing sphere. Like a lot. Like sometimes
it's like
you hear... No, go ahead.
When something like starts, like you said, like the cascade of like events starts whenever like someone is upset with someone else or there's some sort of misunderstanding. It seems like people kind of like dogpile on it really quickly and like take sides and stuff like that. When like 99% of the time, the two like original people could have just like talked to each other, like put their egos aside and like discussed like privately and like resolved it somehow. It doesn't always have to be like a happy resolution, but just like talk it out, resolve, like, okay, so maybe we're not, like you said, maybe we won't be friends anymore, but that's okay. Like sometimes people aren't compatible for like any number of reasons, and it's okay to like not be compatible with everybody. But so much of like content creation relies on like your ability to make social ties, so I think that also contributes to the problem a little bit, because people like feel like heavily invested in like being viewed as like popular or like having approval from like a lot of people. You know what I mean? So sometimes I think people like make things a bigger issue than they are.
Absolutely. I think it's also important to say, I absolutely think that there is issues and there is moments and there is things that happen in not just our community, right? In general, in like humankind that... Oh, sorry, 1 second. There was that one cough that just needed to get out.
Yes,
but
cough on me, mommy.
I will be
cough in my mouth.
But no, what I was gonna say, there absolutely is like very serious things, right, that absolutely need to be put out there. Like if somebody is genuinely like is being like an actual like sex pest, or you know, harassing people or an assault, or has done people wrong. Specifically, one of the things that I also think is like a big crime within the VTubing community is somebody who like doxes others, right?
Yes, yeah. That's definitely...
If it's shit like that, please let me know. I want to know, right? I want to make sure that I'm not... If you encounter an artist and you realize, hey, they are using AI without like disclosing it, please let me know. But if you were friends with a VTuber for like 2 days and then you had a disagreement because you like waffles and they like pancakes, we don't need a whole fucking Google Doc on it.
But yeah, so I feel like when it comes to someone who doxes people, or someone who is like a stalker, or like someone who's been like legitimately like grooming people, not like big question mark allegedly, because I don't like this person, they're grooming people, but like legitimately like manipulating or grooming people, like that is a safety issue, and I don't even like consider that like perpetuating drama. I consider that like looking out for your fellow people.
Absolutely,
like
100%.
to avoid like getting scammed or harassed, or avoiding harassment in many different forms. You know, that's just like looking out for your fellow humans on the internet, because the internet can be a shady place. But I do think that kind of situation is totally different from like oh, I like had a falling out with someone and now I'm gonna tell everyone that they're a bad person and try to get them like blacklisted from stuff.
Yeah, also, you're so valid in that. I recently had a talk about this with like, I think some of my mods or like friends in general. And I was like, when somebody tells me like, oh my god, have you heard this drama, right? And I'm like, oh, what happened, right? And they're like, oh, this person actually killed this person. I'm like, that's not drama.
Yeah, that's not drama. That's just like, oh shit.
That's not drama. That's a whole crime. And like, low-key, well, some people are like, oh my god, there's VTuber sphere drama again. And it's like, the quote-unquote drama is like assault or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that kings and queens and emperors alike and everybody in between, above and below, that's not drama. That is serious issues that need to be addressed, that need to be brought forward, that people need to know about, that people need to like, you know, be warned about, because as you said, at that point, it's like an actual like security issue, right? Like a safety issue.
Yeah.
That's not drama. And like when something big like that happens and people kind of just like diminish the whole thing towards just like quote unquote drama, that always feels so icky to me.
It's icky because you're trivializing something serious that like can actually affect people's like real lives. Like not just like, oh, someone upset me or like offended me, but like something that can like actually affect people's real life safety, like in their real life, the homes and stuff, like their physical bodies. That's not drama, and to trivialize it by calling it drama, it definitely feels icky. I agree 100%.
Because when I think of like what I would consider drama, right, is like somebody who has been pretending to be something the entire time, but they aren't, but like in a very harmful way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you pretended to be super nice, meanwhile you're actually talking shit about everybody in the back. And
like talking about
destroying their future opportunities, anything like that, right? Like that is drama to me. But actual crimes, or you not being friends with someone, or not getting across with somebody anymore, not across, sorry. To me, that's gossip at that point. That's not even drama.
That's just gossip.
That's just gossip. Because I mean, I feel like the last couple weeks, at least from my standpoint, my Twitter page, besides like a couple call-out posts, I haven't seen a single Google Docu on my Twitter, and I was like, oh my god, we're healing.
I've noticed that too. It's like there were a bunch over the summer. It's like, you know how they say like crime statistics like increase during the summer because it's hot and everybody gets all riled up?
Wait, that's an actual thing?
Yeah, crime, like burglaries and violent crimes increase during like hot weather months.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But it's like that was with online drama too. Like all this shit was going down in the spring and summer, and then everyone was like, okay, we need a break. We need to heal from this.
Yeah, but drama in the VTuber sphere, obviously, it like there's so many layers to it, and there have been some people in the VTuber sphere where you're like, how the fuck did you even make it this far? And like have a community when this is like how you interact with people and how you talk to people and how you're both online and offline and how you talk to brands. And I don't know. I will always be like a person, I don't comment on the drama, right? On like my personal, on my Twitter pages, on my social media or anything like that. Because in the end, the fact that you wanted to hook up with this girl and she didn't want to, I'm sorry for you, but it has nothing to do with me, and it, in the grand scheme of like things, it doesn't really affect me, nor like the community, nor anything like that. But you know, if you want to vent your feelings, like I guess go ahead. But that leads me into like the whole thing of like, if I have like these different types of like, how do I say it, views on my, okay, so there's people who constantly post about drama, right? As in like they constantly make drama themselves, as in like, and I'm not talking about like VTubers who specifically make it their genre, right? to talk
Yeah,
about
to like
the drama.
discuss like news and drama and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's different. I actually vibe with a lot of them. I think they're cool. You know, they bring a lot of the more important informations across. I think that's like their own thing. I mean, like VTubers who are just VTubers who do you know, just gaming, and then every 3 months you hear drama from them. Like every 3 months.
Yeah, like they're always like involved or like stirring up the pot for some reason. Like they seem to always have like issues in their personal relationships that they're like posting about, or they're like always subtweeting, and I always end up like unfollowing and blocking those people because I just like I need to protect my own peace. I don't want to like see your bullshit all the time coming across my timeline.
And I kind of put also another type of person on the person, like those type of VTubers who have this constant need, and it's like their life depends on it, to comment on every single drama that happens in the VTuber sphere. No matter how big, no matter how small, you go on their like Twitter page, right? And you'll scroll through their like For You page, like their profile page, and all of it is just like quote tweets of like other people's things, and they'll have like very hard and big opinions on it, and it's like, you're allowed to post whatever you want, obviously, right? Nobody's stopping you. Having opinions, in my opinion, is very good, right? Standing up to your morals, believing in whatever you believe in is very good, but you don't need to comment on every single thing. You don't need to comment on the post where somebody said, my girlfriend didn't like the cake I made her.
Yeah. And I think for some people it's almost like they see it more as like trend hopping, like how people like, so when certain games are popular, you want to like jump in that genre and play the game that's popular because it gets people to click on it because it's what people are talking about. I think some people kind of approach their like social media that way, of like, oh, to stay relevant I need to like always be commenting on the relevant drama. But like if that's not your niche of like reporting what's going on in the community or whatever, it just comes off as like icky, you know?
Well, the thing about that whole thing is, right, a lot of people do it because it works, in the sense of it gets eyes on you. All of a sudden you have all the Twitter clicks, the likes, the follows, whatever, right? But here is why I will always stay away from doing that, why I will never like be that type of person to do it, no matter how many clicks it gets you. Because the one thing it does is not like, I feel like those are always the streamers that end up not having like an actual community.
Yeah, you have like people who like roll in because of like whatever like spike in viewership they're having, but they're not there for like you and who you are as a person and like what you're passionate about. And like if you're gonna like, if you enjoy streaming and you want to have like a community that is centered around like you and the things that you like and like sharing common interests and stuff, that is not the way you want to go about it. No. And I don't know if maybe some people just don't care, like they just want views, they want number get bigger, like no matter the reason. I just like, me personally, I like that would be so soul crushing to me to like to operate that way. But you know, everyone's after different things, I guess. Everyone's different.
And it makes sense, for right, because you and I, we talked about this a lot in like episode 1, why we even started like VTubing. It's not for us to get famous or to get big. For both of us, it was just to like have a community and have a space and have a like, you know, our own little niche thing on this big internet and stuff like that. And so that would just never be something that I feel like would attract the type of people that I want to have in my community. Because if you do nothing but complain, bitch, get in on all the drama and all the gossip and stuff like that, that's also the type of people you're gonna like, you know, attract.
Yep.
And exactly. I don't think, I'm sorry, but that's the type of person that's not gonna stick up for you when times get hard, or stick around for you when times get hard.
Yep. That's gonna be the
Or
person that if anything comes up about you, or like if anyone like has something to say about you, they're gonna be like just like dogpiling on whatever the bigger group is, because that's how they got there in the first place.
yeah, it is, and it's like so. It's so sad because I always feel like I always want to say like our generation, right, or like the generation that's like younger than us. I always want to say that we're like so good with mental health in the sense of like acknowledging it and working on it and blah 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 blah. But then there is so much within our generation that we do to proactively destroy our own mental health, right? And we all know
Yeah.
no, and we all know how much specifically social media plays into this, right? Whether it's
Yes.
you getting a low self-esteem because you see these like perfect looking girls online, which are, you know, all wearing filters and they pay good money to look like that and everything like that, right? Nobody looks like that IRL. Whether it's that,
Yeah, nobody
or...
looks how they look on social media.
Yeah. Whether it's that or like you filling your head with all the drama, because the thing is, drama is fun.
Yeah.
Drama
It
is
is.
fun. Once you fall down a rabbit hole, it's like, damn, what else did they do? Damn, they
When
did
you
that
start,
too.
yeah.
It's like, I get it, it's fun, but in the end, I then like, sometimes it happens where I'm like falling into like this drama rabbit hole. I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes, scrolling through like, you know, whatever else somebody said, and I'm like, and now what? What did I, like, what the fuck was that?
Like
why?
what did I gain from that?
What?
Like,
Yeah,
actually.
What the fuck did
Like
that
I
do
got
to
the
me?
little like I got the like rush of like reading through the Google Docy and being like, what? No fucking way. What? That's
What?
crazy. But then I realized, like you said, like, oh, that's like 30 minutes of my life I'm never getting back, and like it did not like improve my life at all. Like, not I don't want to like be like sitting on top of this hill and be like, oh, I'm morally superior because I don't read about drama. I 100% read about drama. Like when a Google Docy drops, I'm like, fuck, now I gotta read it because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Like I'm a curious person. I want to know. But then at the end of it, I'm always like, damn.
The thing is, right, especially if you're like in a community as well, like in the VTuber community as a whole, right? Specifically, if it's drama about a brand agency, management, anything like that, company, anything like that, you bet your ass I'm gonna be reading that, because I need to know if, you know, sometimes that might have been like a brand you wanted to pursue for sponsorships or for like an affiliateship, or maybe if it's like a company, maybe you wanted to apply to them, maybe it's an agency you wanted to apply to, right? And a lot of time when like quote unquote drama like that drops, I'm like, it feels like it's part of the job as a streamer to keep yourself informed about who the big players are and if there's something wrong that they're doing, right?
100%.
100%. And then recently, I'm gonna be honest, I've been skipping most of like the Google Docs that are just by like people who are like, I'm unfriending this person.
Oh yeah, same. I don't pay attention to those.
Because most of the time, again, as I said, sadly, they're all just like, oh yeah, actually, we just didn't get along anymore. And
yeah,
they decided
like
to make this whole call out post, and you're like, it's first of all, that is so mean-spirited.
Yes.
Because a lot of the times, you know what my main issue is in a lot of those like Google Docies, a lot of the things that are being said in there. Okay, let's say you and I, right? Let's say, God forbid, oh my God, please, I'll start believing in you if you want me, but please, me and Eerie can never stop being friends.
We can't.
We can't.
I will throw myself in front of a train.
But, you know, God forbid, Satan forbid, whatever the fuck the universe wants me to believe or not believe in, whatever, right? Something forbid that you and I end up not being friends anymore. Even if something bad between us happened, right? And let's say it's genuinely something I feel like I need to like talk to the world about. Like, let's say you fucking doxed me, okay? This is all hypothetical. Eerie is an angel, I want to point that out.
And we're in the thumbnail, there's gonna be like a crack like between us, and it's gonna be like in black and white.
She doxed
and
me.
it's gonna be, she doxed me. The ultimate betrayal.
I mean,
But yes, go
listen,
on.
we're a baby podcast. We gotta get those views somehow in.
We gotta get the views, exactly. We gotta do whatever it takes.
No, but even if that happened, right? If something happened, I hate the people that then use a lot of the stuff you talk to each other about in private, specifically if they were like something trauma bonding, right? If they use it then to justify being like, oh yeah, I told you this because also, by the way, this and this happened. And it's like, it's okay to bring up, right, the thing that happened right now, if it's like actually infecting you, if it's infecting multiple people, if it's like infecting the community. It's good to talk about big stuff, right? It's very important actually to like voice your opinions and voice your issues. But I feel like no matter how much you end up not being in contact or if you end up unfriending somebody, there are some things that the public still does need to know, specifically when it's like things that have been like told in you know, in private, in confidence and stuff like that. So when I see that and I see somebody using like stuff somebody told them in private, believing that this would stay between them, right, and they use that as ammunition to kind of like fuel it even more. And I'm not talking about, oh my god, somebody told me, I don't know, you figure out that this dude is like talking to minors, right? And then they also tell you like in private, right? They told you, oh yeah, actually when I was 18 I already dated like a 12-year-old or something like that. I don't mean like that, like you can talk about that, but I mean like, let's say, I don't know, you had like a troubled youth or you had like trouble. Everybody has weird moments. Everybody has bad moments. Everybody does stuff that you regret, right? And if I tell you something confidence that has nothing to do with the situation, but you're just bringing it up to drive like an even like bigger like story like driven against me, it ifs me out against the person that is like making the call out, you know? I'm like, there was no need to bring this up, genuinely.
For sure. Yeah, if you're bringing like private stuff or like you said, things that you've discussed in confidence, like in DMs with people, that has nothing to do with why you had a falling out with someone, if you're bringing that to the table just to like build a quote unquote like case against the person, that's so yucky.
Ugh.
Like can we just like be human to each other for a moment and like respect each other, and like you said, not when it comes to like they told you something horrendous and you were like, oh my god, I need to tell people about this because this person is dangerous. That's a completely different situation. But like if someone told you about their like up childhood or their like a nasty breakup with someone that like crushed them and like them up, that's not then something that you can use as fuel later if you ever have a falling out with them to like make them look bad on the internet. Like that just makes you look like a bad person.
It also makes you always feel like you, like, if even you yourself feel like the case you're driving is like not strong enough to support itself, you need to bring up other shit that's like irrelevant and has like no connection in it. It's like, so even you don't actually think that the thing that you're bringing up is like strong enough and like, you know, quote unquote bad enough to bring up, to just like exist by itself. So it just gives you always like this like, you just wanted to add like a little like extra like punch in there to make sure people would like be on your side, right?
It's like you're like, well, princess, looks like this could have been a DM conversation after all. Looks like this didn't need to be talked about publicly after all. Well.
And despite VTubers having a lot of like stuff like that going around and everything, I do wanna give props, I think, to the community, and I think this is why there hasn't been a lot of like Google Docs dropping and shit like that in general and recently, because people aren't just now like, oh, this happened, okay, I believe you immediately. I feel like people have like started to be like, show us though.
Yeah,
and then I'll form my opinion.
Yeah, I think I do agree. I think enough like false accusations against people like as a result of just like miscommunications or like friendship falling outs have happened that it's made people kind of wary when they see like a big claim about someone. They're like, okay, let me like actually like go through the profiles and like see what's going on, or like if you know the person personally, go talk to them and be like, hey, what's going on, like what happened, and like actually investigate things before just being like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm writing that person off forever now because I saw like a bad tweet about them.
Yeah.
Which and that's good. People should think critically and investigate things before you believe it.
And to add on top of that, I feel like a lot of these people recently who have been like making the quote-unquote call-out posts and like the Google Doc is dropping them in the first place, they end up being the ones apologizing later and being like, oh yeah, you guys are right, it's not actually that big of a deal. Oh, I guess I just wanted to vent. And it's like, okay.
All right, well,
but yeah,
I guess we all learned a lesson at the end.
I guess we all learned a lesson, but yeah, that is cool. Cool that like the community as like a whole, it really feels like we're just like learning, and that's nice to see, because that feels like it could maybe like ease out that whole like cliquey high school drama-esque mindset that a lot of people have.
Definitely.
And like that mean girl type shit.
Yeah.
But in connection to that, I have like one topic that I've been thinking about a lot recently, because not just obviously we are talking about VTuber drama because we're VTubers, okay? That's why we're concentrating on that. Believe me, there are so many different communities and they all have their own drama. Every single community has their own drama, because the internet is a huge place, okay? The internet brings together a lot of different people with different mindsets, different morals. There will be clashes. It's normal. It will happen.
Yeah. It's very human.
But there was this thing recently where people are like, oh, so-and-so is getting canceled, and so-and-so is getting canceled, and so-and-so is getting canceled. And I'm just gonna say that I very strongly believe once you're at like a certain point in your career, as in like content-wise, your cancel culture doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
Like if you're like a certain like bigness, it doesn't like touch you as much or even at all.
You might get some drama happening. I hope your mental state stays like safe through all of it, right? But these people, they all end up either with even bigger communities, right? Because then afterwards they like start grifting or something like that, or they take like a little dip and then later make like memes and jokes and fucking merch out of it. Like if you're like at a certain like size, because people are like, oh, we're gonna cancel this person, it's like, just don't watch them. They're not gonna care about you. You don't have to care about them. You can't...
Like you could try, I guess you could try to cancel them, but like are you actually affecting change, or are you just like sometimes I think when people think that they're like doing something to make a change, they end up just like kind of putting their own foot in their mouth, and like they end up looking like bad at the end, like and it's hard to like have that foresight of like how you could end up looking at the end of it. But when it comes to like making content online or like being any sort of public figure, no matter how small or big or whatever, like you need to try to like think about what could the effects of what I'm about to do or say be, and like think it through.
I mean, I feel like that's like a general thing though. In general, if you have like somebody in your IRL life as well that you just don't agree with, right? It's always good to like think twice about how you want to go about a certain object and everything like that. Because listen, there is a lot of people online, specifically, you know, big streamers that do a lot of things that I don't agree with at all. Morally, I don't agree with it. My views on the world and life don't agree with it, and that's okay. The thing is, the internet and the world is a very big place. There will always be people that think exactly like that and that want to support that. And they can have their own little corner. It's okay. There is enough space for all of us on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. You can and I feel like some of it might be like a maturing thing or like a life experience thing, but getting to the point in your life where you can recognize that there are going to be people like in every space that you're in. There are going to be people that are very different from you and have their own like niche where they like but also everyone else, everyone is kind of gonna find a little pocket where they can like circle jerk with other people with with their own like, you know, viewpoints and stuff. Everyone tries to like kind of find their own little like echo chamber pocket, because people like to feel like their opinions are being like affirmed. Like people want affirmations. They want the people around them to agree with them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I think it's often presented as a bad thing. And I think there is something to be said of like listening to and hearing out different opinions and viewpoints, because even if you don't end up changing your own viewpoint at all, just being aware of how other people think about things can help you try to be a little bit more empathetic, or try to understand like how they got to that viewpoint. Even if you like think it's abhorrent and you're like, oh my god, I really don't agree with that. Just like knowing about it and like sitting with it, I think can be healthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you don't always have to like try to like burn other social groups to the ground because they're different from you.
They're different, but at the same time you have to think about the fact, right, as much as like you and I believe that our worldviews and our like stands and shit like that are the correct ones, they believe the same shit as well, and they think we're the crazy ones, right?
Exactly.
So to them, maybe me, because I'm like, you know, I'm fucking queer, maybe to them I'm the most cancelable person ever.
Yeah.
You know, to them that like, could be like the most horrific thing.
Yeah. Like, or like because we like make a lot of vulgar jokes, or like we're very like open when it comes to talking about like sex and like adult topics and stuff within our like 18+ communities. To some people that's like awful, and they're like, oh my god, close your mouth, like stop being on the internet.
Oh my god, yeah, how dare you say that? The kids are gonna watch it.
How dare you say that? Yeah,
18+ so the kids don't watch it, but okay.
So the kids don't watch, yeah. Keep your children away from me.
The thing is, there's a lot of communities, right, that I myself, I wish they didn't have like the leeway of being online and like low-key doing this like propaganda speeches towards like certain things. I wish it myself. I wish there was a lot of things that wasn't said online, but in the end I'm not like the moral high ground of like fucking society deciding what's allowed to be said online and what's not. And I want to be freely able to speak whatever the fuck I want to say. So like I shouldn't be able to just like police somebody outside of my community. I have 100% the universe. The only thing I can do is like see if my community is ready to like have conversations about certain topics and be educated in like a way that I have been educated on it, right? And talk about certain things. So if there is somebody like, you know, out there who's being homophobic, all I can do is like put out more love for my own community.
Yes.
And showing my support and be a safe place,
a soft place for people to land when the world is cruel, because the world is going to be cruel. You can like in terms of like IRL trying to like enact change like in your local community and government and stuff, that's different. We're talking about like specifically online spaces, like where you can't really control what other people are saying and doing. Like I definitely don't want to tell people to have this like defeatist attitude of like, oh, I can't change anything, I can't convince anyone of anything, because in real life there are some things that you can do like systematically to support positive change, like from your perspective. But when it comes to like people just like being online and saying shit, you can't control what other people are going to say. You can't control what other people believe. So like the energy is definitely better spent like supporting the people around you and being a positive place. And like when people do stumble into your community, being like firm about your values and being like, this is what is acceptable here and okay, and this is why, and trying to like educate people and, you know, be a positive influence.
Actually, what you said with like the whole you know, that like thought of being like, oh my god, I can't change anything anyways. I feel like I used to have that before streaming. Streaming actually gave me the sense of like, actually, I can change stuff. Actually, I can change people's outlooks on stuff. Because I've had multitude of people at this point coming to my stream. For example, recently I've had like a lot of people come into my stream and be like, I hate you converted me to like actually liking VTubers. And I'm like, what do you mean? No, but you know, that's something small, but they're like, well, I only saw the clips and I only saw the uwu and ara and blah 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 and then talking about sucking and, you know, I always thought you guys are just cringe. And then, you know, they're like, I actually watched your stream and like through you I ended up watching like other VTubers as well and realizing, no, they're all just really fucking like chill, cool people that are like enjoying their game, talking about their thing. Or, you know, I would have had, even in the beginning, not in the beginning, even recently, I have people coming in being like, oh, you're a girl, you shouldn't talk about this and blah blah blah. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, because your community is like mainly guys, so you shouldn't talk about like your periods or like, bro, recently I posted in my Discord that like I finally pooped after being constipated for like days on end. My community was so excited for me, being like genuinely like clapping for me.
Beautiful.
Or like,
That's beautiful.
you know, or I've had like people come in that actually said like, hey, actually talking to you and seeing how open you are about a lot of things made me end up going to therapy, made me end up realizing my own sexuality or like coming to terms with it. And the fact that just me sitting there making jokes and stupidly talking, but also like seriously talking when, you know, need be, the fact that at home can like change people's minds so much or like make something click inside of them to be like, oh, actually, you know what, maybe I should look like further into myself and realize why certain things I'm thinking are that way and if they actually are that way or not.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I've never like actually thought it through this way, but yeah, I didn't realize that if you like kind of curate your own space just by like being true to yourself and challenging people's views in like a kind way can enact positive change and does enact positive change, like on a very like individual like exchange of information and like communicating, like because when you're chatting with people in a live chat, you're kind of like having a one-on-one conversation in a public way, like with lots of different people at once. And I've also had people in my community be like you make me feel better about having like mental health issues, or you make me feel more confident about like having a disability or like being different, or like being neurodivergent, and like you make me feel more like positive about the future, and that's huge. Like if just like being silly and stupid on the internet can make a real person on the other side like feel better about themselves and have a more positive outlook on life, or like take better care of themselves or the people around them, that is such a valuable thing. And I think it's way realer and more important than like spending I just spit all over my microphone. Then like spending a bunch of like energy and like anger towards like a popular figure that you disagree with, that because you're not going to be able to change them, but what you can change is your own like circle and your own environment.
Because the thing is, right, while I always, when people are like, especially because you know, we both have to like sometimes take a lot of time off for health and stuff like that, and specifically when I took my big hiatus when I was like away for 6 months, and I was like, guys, don't forget me, right? And then they're like, I couldn't forget you. You like literally made me realize so much things about myself. You made me realize the fact that I need therapy. I have somebody who's like, oh yeah, you and your community helped me end up leaving the cult that I was in with me and my family.
Oh my god, that is crazy. That is you're
no, because
hey Darman fam, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.
No, because the thing is, I'm always sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck are you bitches talking about? I literally did nothing. I am sitting here, I'm being dumb, I'm making jokes. Yes, sometimes I bring up like important topics and I understand that, right? But I'm like, how can you sit here and be like, oh yeah, you helped me with that when I didn't? But then, you know, sometimes you need to like look at it from like their point of perspective, right? Being like, I have that thing too. When I have an issue, my number one like person to go to is always my dad. Because my dad will give me the shit like very objectively. And he will talk to me and he will explain and he will bring up good points for pros and contras and things like that. And I seek like this information, right? And sometimes something somebody says, no matter how silly, how important, how awkward, no matter what, sometimes something in your brain clicks with the most random shit.
Yeah.
And it like makes you realize like, maybe that is actually a part that about myself or about the way that I've been living that I've been approaching in a way that is like unhealthy for me or not good for me, or, you know, it's like one of the things that is like most exciting for me always is like when you have a community member and they're super shy in the beginning. And then at some point, they get so comfortable with everybody and they're so happy to be there and they feel so loved and seen. And you like, it like comes to a point where you can't get them to stop talking. And I mean that lovingly, okay? I don't mean that in the shit, like, I love it. I love it when I see like my own community being like, being able to grow within the community, right? But grow themselves as like a person. I love seeing that shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love when you can see people kind of like open up, like their shell starts to open up over time, and you can see them like getting comfortable and like when chatters start talking to each other in my chat, I'm like,
oh my god,
the world is healing, internet is at peace. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. When my chatters start talking to each other, I'm like, ugh! Like I want to cry. I feel like a mama bird. You know what I mean?
Also, yeah, exactly. I feel like that's the same. I always see, like, right? I always say this. I always kind of see myself as like the big sister in my community. I always view myself as like the big sister, right? And some of them are my awkward little brothers. Some of them are my boss baddie bitches and everything like that. You know what I mean? So like it's like how when like a sister has like a smaller brother, right? A little brother, and he's always super shy and timid, and then all of a sudden, boom, he gets that confidence. He talks to people. He does. That's how I feel with my community.
Yeah. I mean, I call myself Big Bro for a reason.
You are Big Bro, but they wouldn't.
I am Big Bro. I'm so big, they wouldn't get it. Being Big Bro is a spectrum, and they wouldn't understand.
That is literally the spectrum of spectrums, okay? That's why people don't get it. Like, being Big Bro, even I can't achieve Big Bro status, okay? That's like an Eerie spectrum type of thing. I'm not even anywhere close to that. I can be Big Sis. I'm not Big Bro material.
Yeah. You won't understand. You won't understand what it's like to be Big Bro. I'm very experienced and wise, and I can beat up anyone who bullies you, and just my presence, my aura is so intimidating.
100%.
You know?
100%.
Someone needs to take me out back, to be honest. Someone needs to take me out back behind the shed and just end it for everybody.
I'm so unfucked. When you said that, I was like, yeah, I also want back shots. When you were like, take me out back,
I'll hook you up.
Like, oh,
I'll hook you up, baby girl. I'll hook you up, baby girl.
You'll hook me up. You'll hook me up. Damn.
Yeah. I got a can of Ready Whip. I got a can of Ready Whip in the fridge.
What the f is that? The like cheese?
It's like instant whipped cream.
Oh, whipped cream, okay. Because I know you Americans are weird. You have like sprayed cheese out of
canned
a can.
Cheese. Yeah, cheese. What is it? Cheese Whiz, or is it? Oh, what's it called? Easy cheese.
Oh. Cheese
Whiz comes in a jar. I think it's Easy cheese in the can. I low key like really like that stuff, but I don't eat it because it's like straight up just like oil. It's like oil with like cheese flavor. It's like Crisco, like shortening with cheese flavor. It's definitely not real cheese.
No. Specifically living in like you know, Austria, where we have like all different types of cheeses and shit like that. I could not. I could not.
I feel like American processed food products are like their own genre of like disgusting acquired taste foods.
Not
like
just
like
that,
you know,
but also like, you know how like certain people, you know, when you're like, for example, if you're like Indian and you grew up with like a lot of spices, right? You grow up in India and you'll eat like all their spices and your body is like accustomed to that, right? That's why like a lot of people who like travel to India, sometimes they get like a flu or tummy ache because your body, as like the whitest person on earth, is just not accustomed to all those spices.
yeah.
You know, anything more like beyond salt. I feel like with Americans it's the same. The way your body has like adjusted to like processed food and like
we've adapted to chemicals. we're like roaches. We would survive the nuclear fallout because we've been consuming so much chemicals our whole life. We'll be fine. We'll be just fine.
You would. It's beautiful. Oh my god, sorry. See, this is what happens when you two put when you put two hot girls in a room together. They just start yapping about anything.
They start talking about processed cheese. Put two hot girls in a room together, they'll start talking about processed cheese.
Not
every
just
time.
That, do we wanna tell them how we roleplayed recently, that you live in my large intestines and I asked you what you wanna eat so I can eat it? So you can
I don't remember how we got there. I don't remember how we got there. But I was like, I want to crawl inside your colon and live there. And I don't remember how we got to that point. But like you were just like you were so like ready. You were like you just like jumped right in. You were like, yes, baby. I can feel your warmth. I can feel your warmth inside of me.
Oh my god.
What do you want to eat?
While we're on that topic, that brought up like another thing that I feel like needs to be discussed for a second. Sorry to like strive away from like the drama topic. I feel like this is drama in itself too. So Eerie recently was very, very sweet to me, okay? For everybody who doesn't know, my family is not religious or Christian or anything like that. I never grew up having like a Christmas or anything like that, obviously, because we don't believe in that. So I never had a Christmas present. So Eerie wanted to be very sweet and sent me like a packet for Christmas, which would have been my first Christmas present ever, right? And Eerie wanted to be really sweet, and she put like snacks in there, and she put a strand of her hair in there, but you guys wouldn't get it because it's a spectrum.
I literally cut like a chunk of my hair out, and it looked like I was balding on one side because I cut too much off.
I would have put that in like a little necklace and worn it around my neck all the time. You betcha as I would have. I could have made like a tiny makeup brush that I do like my eyeliner with.
Oh my god, you could have. I'll still bring it with me when I come in the spring.
That's okay, I'll just cut a fresh piece.
I'll shave my head while I'm there. You can have all my hair.
But Eerie was like, you know, here's like a package, and I wanna like make you guys understand that like it's like, yes, obviously there's like a lot of stuff in that, but it's not like a ginormous package, right?
I would like to say it was like a 8-inch square, it was like an 8-inch cube package. It weighed maybe 4 pounds. Like it was more like 3 pounds probably. It was like not big at all. I'm
not saying as in like, oh, it's not big as in to be like, oh, Eerie didn't want to send me a lot of stuff. I'm not trying to say that at all. Eerie put a lot of things in there, and it was beautiful and everything. I'm just trying to make you guys understand the size, because what I'm about to say next still haunts me to this day.
It will shock you.
Eerie is like, oh yeah, I'll send it out like tomorrow or something like that, right? The next day she texts me. She's like, girl, they wanted $400.
$400 dues
in, okay? Let that fucking sink in. $400 to like ship that package. And Eerie was like, I'm so sorry, I can't believe it. I'm like, bitch, I would have been mad if you did that. Like, what do you mean?
So I sent my partner to ship it because it was like within walking distance of our apartment, and I was like asleep. and he kept trying to call me when he found out how much it would cost to send it. And he was like, because I couldn't wake you up, I almost like sent it and just like put it on the credit card. And I was like, no, we can't afford that. Like, what do you mean you almost sent it? He was like, I just feel like that's what you would have wanted for your wife. And I'm like, I mean, it is, but we can't afford that. Like, $400 is a lot for shipping, and apparently it's because of the tariffs.
No, but genuinely, I would have like I would have like genuinely been mad at you too if you actually sent that, because like we both are not in like the best situation, and if you spend like $400 just like that, just to like, again, not to like belittle your gift, but to send me like, you know, some chips and salsa and stuff like that, I would have been very mad at you. In the sense of like, you could have used those $400 for like the trip you plan on taking to come see me, which I'd rush, mom. Like, but like that shocked me so much, because what do you mean? But Eerie was so sweet after. She was like, she then took like a video on like her phone, and she was like, oh, I'm Amadea, I'm unpacking this gift. Oh, Eerie put a note in there. It was so cute. I rewatched those videos like, I think like for like a good 2.5 hours. I just kept watching them because you were so you were just so cute.
I wanted you to have the experience. I wanted you to have the unboxing experience, because it's so exciting to get a package in the mail, and I was so sad that you couldn't get it.
No, but honestly, I'm also gonna say afterwards, I was like thinking, I was like, holy f, thank God you didn't send that, because I'm gonna be honest, if the package is that much, I would probably have had to pay like a shit ton of taxes on that, and I probably wouldn't have had the money to pay it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Man, why is it so fucking complicated to mail shit nowadays? Why can't everybody just get along so we can send each other nice packages at Christmas time? That's f***ed up.
How dare the VTubers America and Austria have this like relationship? How dare they? Bad drama,
How
bad.
Dare we? Bad. They're trying to tear us apart. We're too powerful.
Nothing can tear me apart from you, baby girl.
You and me are going to single-handedly solve international relations issues.
Yeah. Yep.
We're gonna end the wars. We're gonna solve everything.
Everything
with our love.
Racism, misogyny,
racism has solved everybody.
Racism
Congratulations,
has solved everybody. Can't wait for the comments to go like, "Oh, you solved it. Let me start it again."
No. Oh god.
But yeah, the love between me and Eerie can change worlds. You guys just wouldn't get it because it's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum.
It's a beautiful. It's like the spectrum of color that that shrimp, what are they? The shrimp, mantis shrimp. It's the spectrum of color that mantis shrimp can see, but we can't. It's like that. Our love is like it's like a shade of love that no one else would understand. No. It's a beautiful spectrum that you just can't see because your love eyes could not possibly comprehend it.
You know those memes on TikTok where it's like people never believe that me and my bestie are just besties, and then it's like them obviously like looking like actually like a couple, like cuddling up, touching each other and shit like that.
Yeah.
We fit into that category so hardcore. We're like, you're like married and everything, and I'm over here like yeah, and we're talking and blah 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 blah, and we're like, by the way, our love is so grand, okay? You guys can't even see it. It's gonna change the world.
It is changing the world.
But
we're not just telling stories. We're changing lives.
Okay, it's just
yeah.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
We're just two girls. We're just two girls girly popping together. We're just girly popping.
I love girly popping.
God, I just choked on my spit. But like it's yummy.
My spit actually tastes really yummy because I chew way too much gum.
Really? You're a super gum chewer?
I'm a super specifically. Oh my god. I told you before, right? I have like family in America, and they came visit me once. I mean, not visit me. We were like on holiday in like Bosnia and stuff like that. And I bought like the gum that I always buy, which is the Airwaves, the extreme one, right? It's like very, very minty, and like spicy and like the mint type of spicy, right?
Mm.
Like most people when they try it, they kind of have to go like like it's really, really intense. And I made them try it and they're like, oh my god, we have nothing like this in America. Bro, tell me, you know when like people bring back like souvenirs or shit like that from other countries, they bought like bags full of that chewing gum.
It's like, how do they make it so strong? Is it like
I don't know.
peppermint oil?
I don't actually know. I literally have a package right in front of me. No, but it's sad because these are my last 2 packs and I used to have a drawer full of these. And I mean like a drawer full. And these are my last 2 packs now.
I'm a mint person. I pop mints a lot.
Well, you know what I don't like? Oh my god, my mom likes like fruity chewing gum. And I'm like, no.
Yucky.
No, that's so gross. If I wanted to eat something sweet, I'll eat like, you know, actual candy. Thank you.
Yeah. I like the only fruit flavored gum I like is Trident has this melon flavor. It's like cantaloupe watermelon, and that was the flavor that my mom always kept in her purse like when I was a kid. So that's like a nostalgic flavor to me. So I do still really like that melon flavor. But I do prefer, I actually really like cinnamon. Like if I'm gonna have a mint or something, I like cinnamon. I like the like spicy like heat mint flavor.
Oh my god, one time my dad, right? Because my dad is like, I don't know why. My dad is like, everybody genuinely like loves watching my dad eat. Because he eats, because he eats in such like a nice way, and there's no weird chewing sounds. He does it so like politely, right?
Is he like an elegant eater?
Yeah, 100%. But then when it comes to fucking chewing gum, oh my fucking god. Not that he like smacks his lips or anything, but he's like one gum isn't enough. If you have like the little drops of gum, right? He's like, give me 3 or 4.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, bro, why? He's like, it's nicer to chew on like more. And then one time I had only my gum, right? He ran out of his gum. And he's like, can you give me some of your gum? I was like, yeah. So I gave him one. And he's like, no, give me more. I'm like, Dad, this one is pretty intense. He's like, give me more. So I give him like 1 more, right? And he's like, come on, don't be stingy. I'm like, okay, here you go. So I gave him like 3 gums and he put them in his mouth and, you know, he starts chewing. 5 seconds later, he had to pull the car over. Because he was like, and like, I have to say this in like very like Bosnian dad, like, jebote što ovo boli, and in the sense of like, this shit, this hurts, you know, but like very Bosnian dad like, and he was like, since then he has never asked me for gum ever again, like not a single time. It was too intense for him.
Your gum beat up the inside of his mouth. It damaged him forever. He'll never be the same.
It did. Although I do have like a cousin, right? She likes these a lot too. And like I chew on them for as long as the flavor is there, right? And then like usually the flavor kind of stays in your mouth, so you have like good breath anyways. And then like a couple hours later I'll chew like another one. My cousin, she like genuinely eats these like candy as well. Like she the second them? Yes, she swallows them, but also the second the flavor drops any amount, she just pops like another one.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't imagine having that much like intense flavor in my mouth all the time.
But she got a strong jawline.
Yeah, true. I actually had this, I used to be a big gum chewer, but I started getting TMJ problems, which is pretty common with people with it's the temporomandibular joint. It's like where your jaw connects to like the rest of your skull. It's pretty common for people with hypermobile EDS to have like jaw issues, and I started having like subluxations. Like my jaw was like getting displaced when I would chew gum. So that's why I switched to mints. Yeah. It is painful.
When that happens, then you can't go pop anymore, right? You can't go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So
we were just
stop us.
farming.
I had to stop us because I was like, if we don't stop now, we're gonna. Because I was like already in my head, I was like zoning out already. And if that happens, we've been stuck like that for like 10 minutes.
Head empty.
I literally, I could like, you know when you can like feel your eyes like drift away?
Yeah.
Like become blurry. That's how much you like zone out. I was like. I was like, if I don't stop right now, I'm not stopping for like the next 10 minutes. Oh,
10
God.
minutes.
Oh, you're stuck.
10 minutes, head empty. Uh-oh. Oh, you're stuck too.
Stuck in the video. Steps, sis, I'm stuck.
Step tuber, I'm stuck.
Step tuber.
What are you doing, step tuber? Oh
Do
my
you think
god.
there's a YouTuber somewhere out there that is like a step tuber, like they're pretending to be like your step sibling? And like specifically
God, I hope so.
Role? There has to be, right?
Has to be. There's so many
a
like
video for
mommy
anything.
YouTubers.
There
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Okay, your model is trying to like catch up. I keep seeing her like.
Yeah, yours too. It's so cute when they do it though. It kind of looks so
It
sweet.
is. It's
like,
cute.
It's like, who are you trying to catch up to?
It's like fast. It's like it's on fast forward. Like when you fast forward like a DVD. DVDs are like obsolete now. Video. When you fast forward a video, it's like.
That was
It's
a
so cute.
beautiful like Animal Crossing villager voice.
Oh, thank you. I've been playing Animal Crossing a lot. Really.
I know. I know. I want to get.
Oh my god!
back into it too.
Did I tell you
of
I
you?
hallucinated my partner playing Animal Crossing?
Oh my god.
I've had Animal Crossing on the brain like so heavy. I sometimes when I'll take a nap on the couch and I'll be like kind of in and out of sleep, you know?
Yeah.
I opened one of my eyes while I was sleeping and I like 100% saw my partner sitting on the floor like playing Animal Crossing on the Switch. I like saw his little Animal Crossing character like digging with a shovel in Animal Crossing. And I was like, oh, he started playing Animal Crossing again. He probably wants to play together. And then I like fell back asleep. And when I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, I saw you playing Animal Crossing. And he was like, I was not doing that.
Maybe he's just gaslighting you. Maybe he actually is, but he wants to make sure his island is better than yours first before he shows you.
I don't know. Now I'm questioning my reality.
Sorry,
but like
I shouldn't have said that.
No. Like I like do that though. Like I like, especially if like I'm sleeping or napping or something, or like if I'm really focused or zoned out, I'll just like I'll see like snippets of something and my brain will just like fill in all the gaps and be like, yeah, this is what you saw. And my brain just like makes up memories that are not real.
Your brain is like one of those bad like AI filters, you know, where it's like, can you fill in this blank so it doesn't look that empty? And your brain is just like
Exactly. And then like it fucks with me because I'll be like I'll like tell my family a story, or like I'll tell my partner a story of like a memory of something that I am like 100% convinced was real.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I think you dreamt that. And
I
I'm
love
like,
when that happens.
What? What?
Yeah, it's so
That
weird
didn't
when
happen?
happens. It's so weird.
It's so weird. You don't, and then I'm like, what's real? I don't know.
What is real? What is not?
What
I
is
can't tell
real?
anymore. No, oh my god, we've strayed so far away from our actual topic. We've just ended up like yip-yapping about everything else. Yeah, we tend to do that.
Yeah, we started a podcast. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, we actually, this is just like an excuse for us to spend more time with each other. Yeah.
A dead ass.
Yeah, deadass.
yesterday, or like I guess really early this morning, because I go to bed at like 4 a.m. I was like, oh, I don't want to go to bed. Like I have to wake up early so that like we can record the podcast when I wake up. And my partner was like, he was like, oh no, I have to wake up and talk to my best friend that I love talking to, that like always puts puts me in a good mood, and we just giggle hee hee ha ha for the whole time for 3 hours. Oh no, poor you. And I was like, damn, when you put it that way.
My lobster too juicy, my skin too clear.
Yeah,
my steak too
my peach is too sweet. My biscuit is too buttery. Yeah, literally. My friendship is too beautiful.
Oh no! Oh no!
No!
Oh no! I have to talk to my best friend. I don't wanna, but no!
Oh,
no! But yeah, see, like a lot of things that we like talked about, that kind of maybe can tie back into, so we can find like a little like, you know, like close that chapter off and stop talking about that.
Yeah.
To close off the whole thing. See, I feel like people who like concentrate specifically only like drama and everything like that, you don't end up building like these like connections with like your community or other people. Cause like if you're like a person that farms like a lot of drama and a lot of like shit like that, I'm never gonna trust you the way that I like trust you, you know, or like some other friends.
Yeah,
it's never gonna happen.
yeah.
We're not gonna be friends to that level because I see how you react to certain things. I see how you treat other people. And if you're just somebody who will like, what's the word for it? Not victimize? Weaponize.
Like scandalize? Weaponize. Yeah.
If you're like the type of person to just like weaponize everything that somebody else does, no matter how small it is, right? The trust is just not gonna be there. And I feel like communities can tell that too, right? After a while, they can tell that you're like being like fake and just there for like the fame and the clicks. And they're gonna click off. And then people are like, oh,
emotional,
I'm getting burned out and blah, blah, blah.
Emotional intimacy is 100% dependent on trust. You have to be able to like self-disclose to someone and like know that that's going to be like kept in confidence if you want to have any sort of like emotional closeness that like matters.
Yeah.
And people aren't going to do that with you if you farm drama and are always like talking about who's up to what and who said what. People are going to be like, oh, that's not like a safe person to like open up to or like be really like raw and human with. And if you want like very intimate, like not like intimate in like a close, like a trusted friendship kind of way. If you want that sort of like emotional intimacy with someone, it's a very like two-way trust street.
100%.
And people just aren't gonna approach you with that if your kind of like online image is untrustworthy. Absolutely.
Yeah. So like bring like a long story short, drama, yes, it works for your clicks. In the long run, it's just not gonna do you good to like farm only that and like focus like all of your points into making that. Most of other VTubers, everybody I've talked to so far is always like, yeah, I end up just like unfollowing them, not interacting with them because I don't care about it. I can't be bothered. I'm here. Life is already shit enough as it is. I'm here to put out positivity and love. I don't care about like the tiny things that you think are so important to put out there when they're very much not.
Yeah. Well, I also like this is something, I know it's something that not everyone does, but for me, and like, cause I'm pretty sensitive. My like moods are pretty easily influenced by like the media I take in and like what I look at. So I have to be kind of like careful. I try to like curate my social media feeds to be like a very positive space.
Same.
So I regularly go through the people I follow and I like check their profiles and I see like, is this relevant to my life right now? Is this content that I'm actually interested in? Is this stuff that I want to see right now? And if it's not, I unfollow. Even if we're like mutuals, if whatever they're posting does not vibe with what I need, I like completely guilt-free will unfollow people. And I think more people should do that.
Yeah,
it is
100%.
okay to unfollow people. It's
okay
not mean-spirited to unfollow people.
Yeah, it's okay to just not play into their games as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. You don't have to put yourself into that situation. You absolutely don't.
Yeah.
It's better for you. It's better for your community. It's better for your mental health. It's better for your baby if you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Specifically if you're a man.
If you're a man and you're and you're impregnant.
I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant.
Different question. I didn't check the forum. Did we get anything on the forum?
We did. We got 3 questions. We got 3 viewers submitted questions.
Those?
Yes, I actually pulled them up.
You wanna,
the first one
me in Discord?
Yes, I will.
Okay, there is one question that kind of fits today, I feel.
Yeah.
And then there's just 2 really cute questions.
There's like cute ones, yeah. There are ones where I was like, oh my god.
Do you wanna just get into like the middle one first, just because it kind of like fits?
Yeah. Someone asked, what would you suggest for someone who wants to start VTubing?
Like genuinely, and I know this is like one of the suggestions a lot of people put out there, right? Is be yourself.
Yeah.
Please
be true to yourself.
What you enjoy. If you enjoy gaming, then do gaming. If you enjoy being a yapper, be a yapper. If you have a certain like little thing about you that is like, you know, a little quirky and a little different. Oh my god, I'm so quirky and different from everybody else. But you know what I mean? Just be true to yourself, because if you don't do that, because the thing is, the internet is big. At some point or another, you will stop attracting other people, right? People will come across your content, they will find your videos, they will find your shorts, whatever. But if you're being true to yourself and you're actually having fun, people can tell. And they'll stick around because you're having fun, so it's fun being around you. If you're not being true to yourself and doing what you actually enjoy, right? People can tell after a while, and they will be like icked out by that because they do not care.
I think when it... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
When it comes to making like good content or content that gets like views or whatever, I feel like it's like a Venn diagram of things you're interested in and passionate about, and then the other circle is things that people want to like consume or watch content about, and that wherever there's overlap is where you'll like find success. Absolutely. And it can take a little bit of trial and error to like experiment with making different kinds of content, but at the end of the day, you have to be doing something that you are passionate about, that you have fun with, that you can get excited about, because that's what is going to attract people and keep people around, because they're gonna like get those vibes that you're having a good time and this is something you want to share with other people. And I've had to like kind of remind myself that lately, because like in the winter time, I tend to be a little bit lower energy. Like I get really tired. I get a little bit like more depressed, like more easily. And I realized, like, because I used to do like cozy like coloring streams all the time, like last winter, and then I stopped doing it during the summer because there was like other stuff I wanted to do. And then recently I was like, man, I just want to like do some cozy streams for a while, because like I don't have a lot of energy. And I did one recently where I just like colored and like watched a history documentary with my community, and it was so fun for me, like in like a very like calm, cozy, like comforting way. And I was like, man, I need to remind myself it's like okay to, if you're not in a place where you can be like hyper and super excited and like making tons of jokes and stuff, you don't have to be that. If that's not like where you're at right now or who you are right now, you don't have to be that. Just like meet yourself where you're at and like make the best content you can with like what you're working with at whatever given time. And the other thing I wanted to say is, don't invest a lot of money in the hobby until you know you like streaming.
I was literally about to say, well, this is like, in my opinion, the most important one, like for you as a person. The other thing I want to say, because VTubing is different from just like face cam streaming, right? Face cam, you could literally turn on your phone that everybody has at home anyways, throw it on, open up OBS, which is free anyways, you open up your game, right? It's different. You don't need like a fancy model and blah 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 to be.
You don't need like equipment and stuff.
Yeah, you don't need that. But with VTubing, obviously you're doing it because you know you wanna have a VTube model and everything. But please, if you're just starting out and you don't know if this is something for you at all, or if it's something you want to do in the long run, and maybe you don't have the money at that point, right now there are so many customizable models out there that are like actually insanely good. Or you could get a PNG, which are also insanely good. There's also like so many free websites that you can find that have like free overlays, have free backgrounds,
Yeah.
have everything like that.
Canva and Okumono are both good websites
Best.
for like assets and stuff. Yeah. There's so much stuff that you can just like make on your own or like literally just download for free. There's stuff, and then like if you want to have something that feels more like personalized to you, a customizable model is a great option.
Yeah.
And there is so much wisdom in like a beginner set of any new hobby or any new, like, even if you consider it like a business venture, start with like beginner stuff until you know it's something that you really enjoy and you can see yourself doing for a long time. Then you can make like a big financial investment if it's something you know you want to do for years. But sometimes it takes like 6 months or more to know that it's something that you can see yourself doing long term, you know?
Yeah, because the thing is, right, I remember when I started VTubing, I remember everybody, I was like, oh my god, do I need to get this and this and this and this and this? Because you see streamers, right? The streamers you watch, they have a stinger, they have an animation in the beginning. Their about section has like personalized little like pictures. They have a be right back screen, they have a starting screen, they have an ending screen,
and like a lore
they
video,
have a game overlay, they have a lore video, they have millions and millions of emotes, they have different art that they can post, they have like a going live like layout that they post everywhere and blah blah blah. And you see all this thing and you're like, do I genuinely, like, even I in the beginning, I was like so fun. I was like, oh my god, I don't have the money to get all of this. And the good thing is you don't need all of that.
You don't need it.
You can easily build
it's
stuff
nice.
like, yeah.
It's nice and it's fun, but it's not necessary.
It's not. And you can easily build stuff like that up as you're streaming, right? Like, the most important thing is you bring yourself, you bring your energy, you bring your attitude, you bring your fun, you bring your games or whatever hobby that you bring on stream that you want to do. Everything else will make sense after a while, because the cute stinger that you have is not the reason why people watch you.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's a beautiful asset. It makes the stream feel a lot more like personalized and like you have something with your name or like your avatar on it, and it's beautiful. And I love everything that I have, right? But like, it's not like it's like a make or break deal kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I actually started streaming with a free Vroid model that I made myself, and it looked so derpy and silly, but I made it look as much like my OC as I could. Like I don't even know how to like retexture stuff in Vroid. Like I just use like the like customizable stuff that's already in there. I downloaded like a dress off of Booth. That's the only thing I could figure out how to do, is like download a dress from Booth. And like that's all I did. And it was still like me enough that like people kind of understood the vibe I was going for, and I started building my community off of that. And then it was like, oh yeah. I used like my free like homebrew Vroid model for like 3 months before I ever commissioned my first model. And also the first model that I commissioned was a very affordable one. Yeah. Like I didn't want to like invest tons of money yet before because like I was like, I don't know if like after a year I'm still gonna want to do this. Like I didn't know if I would find any like success or if I would even be able to like grow a community at all. And I'm the type of person where like if I don't see at least some success or growth, I get discouraged, and I'm like, I just don't like, I'm like, oh, I don't think anyone like wants to hear from me. But luckily I had some growth early on that like made me feel motivated to keep going. And then I just did it long enough where I felt like more confident and like comfortable in the community that I had. And now I'm like, if I keep growing, cool. If I stay the same size, that's also cool, because I'm having a really great time. You know? Yeah.
A beautiful time.
Beautiful time.
No, I feel the same. I have so much respect to streamers who have been like streaming to 3 viewers for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I don't think
it takes a lot
any
of
love
determination
that I have for anything. I don't have the determination for that. I'm too much of a, I can't. I'm not good enough for that to keep going like that.
Same. I don't have that sort of like just like grit and determination to like keep grinding away at something if I feel like I'm not making any progress. I definitely like I need to set goals. I need to like meet goals. Like I like having something to work towards, you know, to I just need that to like be motivated to do anything really. But I'm also like I feel like in many ways I'm a very lazy person. Like I do tend to like take the easiest path. Like I get stressed out and like overstimulated very easily. That's like a whole nother topic. But I do think
that fits in with our medical history though too, because sometimes I'm like I need to be lazy right now because I know if I overreact or like overinvest myself into this moment right now, I will be like out of commission for like a whole week because my body is not reacting to it.
Yeah, and anything that you have that like affects like your immune system or like your nervous system or anything, like you need to like force yourself to just like be head empty and like rest sometimes, or you can really like physically get worn down and get really sick, which is the case for both of us.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes I feel lazy, but it's not like it's a character flaw, but I just like actually like need to force myself to rest sometimes. Yeah. Which it like feels bad a little bit, but I have to remind myself like that's why I don't have a career anymore, and that's why I'm on disability, because I literally just like have to spend a lot of extra time. Yay! I have to spend a lot of extra time taking care of myself.
I love it.
Love it
so much.
But I will say,
yes.
I was just gonna say, streaming has also made me feel a lot better about like being disabled and being sick and stuff, because I now have a platform where I can like talk about what it's actually like, because I think some people have like a misconception that like people on disability are just like having a blast and like yay, it's so fun to be unemployed, I can just do whatever I want all the time and sleep in every day. But it's like no, the reason you're disabled is because your body does not function. And if your body does not function, you're going to be miserable in a lot of ways every day of your life, and it's something that is not going away and you have to deal with forever. When you're actually in that reality, it is not fun.
Nope.
But having a platform to like talk about the realities of having a disability and being chronically ill and like kind of educate people about it has been very like cathartic for me, because I was feeling a lot of frustration with like my IRL friends and family like not really understanding what I was going through and like not understanding why I had to cancel on them all the time, because my life is extremely unpredictable. Like what I can do is completely like at the whim of my body and like how it's holding up any given day.
Oh my god, yeah, when somebody's like, hey, by the way, next week I'm doing this and this, and I'm like, I can't tell you right now, I don't know.
Yeah,
like I would love to tell you like I can come, but I don't want to make any promises, because I could literally wake up that morning and be in like the most miserable state to where I genuinely can't come.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like in real life, a lot of like IRL friends will just drop you for that. And like we discussed this a little bit last time too. Like we understand like if you're not in a place where like having a unreliable like presence in your life is like something you can't handle, like that's understandable. But it is hurtful from like the side of the person that cancels a lot. Like I don't want to cancel. I want to like go out and do fun things with people, you know? Yeah, I want to take part. That's why I always tell people like, please don't stop inviting me to things. Please keep inviting me to things. Yeah. But just like know that I'm going to have to say no a lot of the times, or I might have to cancel sometimes.
Yeah. We can definitely like go more like into depth actually, like maybe even like actually next episode, because you know we keep bringing up our health and everything. I think it's a good time to talk about that as soon as possible, because we do have a lot of shit to say about it, and a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, less good things. I don't know where I said a lot of good things, but I kind of wanted to keep
there are some good things. There's some like in terms of like personal growth and stuff, which we'll definitely get into in the next episode probably. I have a lot of stuff to say.
To kind of go back to the question. Yeah, I think the most important thing is don't keep dreaming big, but don't overestimate shit in the beginning.
Yes.
Is like a good thing for like if you want to, not just VTubing, for streaming in general, right?
Yeah.
Understand that a lot of it, while yes, your efforts and your community and everything plays a lot into it, a lot of it also, like to a certain percentage, is also luck, right? Whether you're in the right spot, the right time, what kind of people you know, and shit like that. If you get into streaming to get rich and famous, you're gonna burn out so quickly. Do it to have fun, do it to meet people, do it to find people that think alike, do it to find people that share the same hobbies, the same genre love for like games, same love in music, stuff like that. Do it for that and you'll have an amazing time and you will see it grow automatically.
Yeah. And I do think if you're the type of person that likes to set goals, I think it's important to set goals and work towards them, but set realistic goals.
Yes.
Set goals that are one step at a time. Start with a goal of, I want to get 50 followers. Or start with a goal of, I want to have 1 viewer. I want to have my first chatter. Start with very small things that are achievable.
If you start streaming and you're immediately like, my first goal is 1K followers. Just so you know, those like first 250, a lot of people talk about this, those are usually like the hardest to reach, you know?
The hardest, yep.
So, maybe
set
smaller goals for yourself.
When you're a new profile, people are less likely to click on and follow because they're like, oh, who are you? Unfortunately, that's just how the internet works. The more followers you have, the more likely people are to follow you.
I mean, the thing is, this is a very oversaturated market, VTubing streaming in general. There's millions of us. Why specifically would they want to click on you, right? That's why it's so important to like, which I think definitely I need like more education on, but like how to properly market myself on like other social media platforms to, you know, get the word across that like, oh, I'm this person, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, just you know what's another really important like tip I have for somebody who wants to start streaming or become a VTuber?
What?
Literally, I'm gonna do the Shia LaBeouf meme, but literally just do it.
Just do it. Yes.
Click the go live button, set your OBS up, and literally just start doing. Because thinking about it, planning it, is not gonna get you any of the experience. It's not gonna get you any of the fun. Literally just sit your ass down and start streaming.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And you're gonna have like it's so hard to start, but you just have to start. You just gotta and hitting that go live button was so hard. Like for the first like half a year that I did it, I was like shitting myself every time I went live. Like for the first like 6 months that I streamed, I'm not telling people to do drugs, okay? But I would like take edibles before I streamed every time I streamed because I was so anxious and nervous. I would just like freak out and start sweating and hyperventilating every time because I was like so terrified to be like talking in a public perceived. Yeah, it's just to be perceived. I was so freaking nervous about it. I was like taking edibles every time just to stream. But like whatever you need to do to like just do it. If it's really something that you want to try, or if it's a dream you have, just do what you got to do to just start doing it. You're gonna suck at first. Everyone sucks at things when they're new at something. It's okay to suck at stuff. Be okay with sucking at things.
I have like my debut stream, right? My very first stream ever. I have it saved. And when I look at how I used to be and how scared and timid and shy I used to be, or even more recently when I look because I was editing our like first episode of the pod, right? Like you did the cutting, I did the editing, blah blah blah. So I had to rewatch it so many times. And to see how awkward we were in the first half hour because we had never done this type of content with like the sit down and talking and, you know, having a start and a finish and trying to like keep on track with the topics and everything like that. It's so hard for somebody who just like streams and like whatever happens. It was so hard and it's so funny to see how much we like changed within like half an hour where we're so awkward and we just kept going like so you know
what do you want to talk about?
So even though we've been like streaming for like a while now at this point, every time you start like on a new venture, it's gonna be hard and you're gonna suck at it in this beginning. But we can all learn. But you're not gonna learn unless you actually do it!
Do it! Go out there and freaking do it!
Do it! Freaking do it.
Freaking do it. You can do it. We believe in you.
We do. I am Amadea VT, first name Amadea, last name VT, and I believe in you.
Yeah. I, Eerie Canary, first and only of her name, believe in you. I'm a dumbass, and if I can do it, you can do it.
Facts.
Just keep that in mind.
That sounded as if I was saying, yeah, you are an absolute fucking dumbass. Facts.
No. You should agree with that. It's just true.
It was so funny because you were like, I'm a dumbass. If I can do it, you can do it. I was like, fact. I meant more than like, I'm also a dumbass, and if I can do it, you can do it. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh my god, how have we been yapping for 2 hours already again? Oh.
I don't know.
My god.
How did that happen? It feels like we've been doing for 20 minutes, but it's been...
Yeah. It's always
been
nice
2
to
hours.
hang out with my wife. I think it might be... I feel like we've kind of come to like a conclusion with a lot of things for today. I think it might be nice to kind of wrap it up here. My stance on drama is, unless it's something that will actually be important to humankind, just deal with it in your fucking DMs. Talk to people.
Yes.
Hash it out. Try and understand each other.
Even though it's hard and it's awkward and it's uncomfortable, it's very necessary. Whenever there's a miscommunication, talk it out. If you need advice, talk to someone you trust that can like keep things like in confidence. I talk to Amma all the time. I overthink a lot of social interactions. When I'm like overthinking something or worrying about something, I text Amma and I'm like, hey, I'm stressing about this, and she helps me feel like I'm not crazy, and then I feel confident enough to like work through it and communicate about it with whatever is going on. And every single time it worked out perfectly fine. Like
it just does.
Like every like miscommunication I've had has been just that, a miscommunication, or like maybe just like a difference in like needs, you know. And it's so important to just like hash it out and stick to your lane, enact change where you can, where it matters to you and your community and the people around you, and just do it.
Be good and do good. Be good and do good. Put out positivity, and more positivity will reach you.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that was about
so
it.
True.
Yeah, that was about it for, I was gonna say season 2. This is episode 2. Oh my god.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. As always, go follow us both on both of our Twitch. That's where we spend most of our time on. Other than that, we have YouTube channels. We have TikTok channels. Yeah. What else do we
follow
have?
us everywhere. Follow us everywhere. We're everywhere.
We have Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter.
Multidimensional. Yeah, follow us on Twitter. Multidimensional beings. We're everywhere. We are in your walls. We know what you're doing. I see you right now. I know what you're doing.
Oh my god, why
I know where your hands are.
Your shoes and you're not wearing any socks? Oh my god, Eerie, they're not wearing socks inside their shoes. Oh my
god. You got the tootsies, the bear tootsies, the stinky tootsies. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We do know what your toes are up to. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw.
Smash that like button!
Smash it! And we're so excited.
Next month
We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you next month for episode number 3.
Number 3. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.